So this is going to be round 2. I'm up against an interesting flavour of hunters that we like to call Bagra hunters. It utilises some of the BT13 cards from the Bagra army deck, and it's quite interesting actually. Just play out the Palmon, we search out the Sunflymon BT10, pretty good. Raises the Psychmon and goes for security, hitting into the Sunflymon. Using the effect of U to gain a memory and draw, which is what really brings this deck together. That is an incredible effect. Plays the Watchmaker, gets a search, adds a Tripmon, I believe that is. And then plays out the Tripmon and puts me to 3. We'll raise the Sunflower using its effect to go into Lilamon for 1, hoping to top deck a Yoshi, and we do. We play it out, Tripmon effect will allow him to gain a memory. And then we just go into Rosemon for 1 with the reduced cost, and then gain the 1 back with Yoshi. We stand out the Rosemon. I'm explaining something to my opponent here. And then we go into burst mode. Keep everything tapped. Tap down the Watchmaker, and we swing in to trash a security and 2 checks at 15. Hits into a Taiki, which is unfortunate. And then we go into the Sunfly to pass turn using its effect to play out a... We're going back and forth between the Lilamon and the Palmon, but we decide for the Palmon. And we take the Sunflymon. And then we end of turn Digiburst, whatever. Burst evolve, I guess. So his whole field is kind of tapped down now because of the burst mode. Digivolves into Soundbird and Raise. I'm sorry that the angle isn't great in this one. It does get fixed for the next round. Plays out the Gumdramon, and then places a card under U to gain a memory and draw 1 to keep turn. And then Digivolves into Superior. Superior effect put Rosemon under Palmon. But since I'm playing green, giving me 4 memory is basically going to allow me to go into another Mega. Spoiler alert. Going to Sunflymon. Effect. Play out the new Sunflymon, its effect to go into Lilamon for 1. Lilamon's effect will play out the Yoshi again, restand, go into Bloomlord for 4. Gain 3, restand, gain 1 off Yoshi. And then we swing over the Superior. 2 checks, hitting into a U and a Gumdramon. And then we go into burst mode just to keep him tapped down. Don't know if that was necessary, but we did it. Raises the Soundbirdmon, uses the Taiki effect to draw a card, swings in with the Soundbird using its effect, places a card under U, which allows him to gain a memory and draw 1, hits into an Argomon in security. So the Soundbird dies and saves, which allows him to trigger the other U. Digivolves into a Shoutmon King, using its effect to play out a Tagaroo. And he's about had it at this point, so he drops the Blastomon for however much this ends up costing, hits into my security and concedes. Yeah, that was quite an established board there, so... going first again here, he hatches a Monimon, Digivolves into Gumdramon, and plays out a Watchmaker for a search. Adds an Astamon, I believe that is, over to S we hatch, into Pomu. And we play out the Lilamon, allowing us to search. We take the red Vegemon and Digivolve into it for 1. Not entirely sure that was the best play there. In hindsight, I probably should have taken the BT10 Sunflymon and Digivolved into it just for additional swarming, but not much I can do now. Plays out the Gumdra. The card under the Watchmaker to draw 1. We swing him with red Veggie, hit into a Soundbirdmon, so we live. And then we just go into Sunflower and Raise to pass on 1. Swings in with the Gumdra, hits a Sunfly in security. Plays Calling from the Darkness. Digivolves into Soundbird in the Rays. And then plays out a Shoutmon King. Plays out Taiki with that. I think I forgot to put that on the screen. We swing in with Soundbird again, or Red Veggie again, heading into Superior mode this time so we don't live it. We're sort of struggling here because we don't have a level 5, but we have the green memory boost, and that gives us exactly what we need. We take the Argomon, then we're going to Digisorb into the Argomon to draw one for the egg as well, and then play out the Lalamon to get a search, take Rosemon. Raises the Soundbird, use Taiki effect, draw. Swings in with the Soundbird using its own effect to place a card under Taiki to draw. Hits into a Lilamon in security so it dies. Save is under Watchmaker. Keep wanting to call that card Old Clock Shop Man because that's what it was known as for the longest time during the spoiler season. I think that's a much better name for it. Plays out another Soundbird Mon, Digivolves into Tripmon for 2. We go to 3 off Yoshi. We hatch. Digivolve into Palmon and Raise. We go into Sunfly for 2. Using its effect, we Digivolve into Bloomlord for 2. And then we'll suspend itself to gain 2 memory. Forget to trigger Yoshi like I always do. And then we swing into the Shoutmon King to kill it off and check 2 security. Play a Lalamon off the effect of Argomon. That'll trigger the Tripmon effect for him to gain 2 memory. 1 from its effect, 1 from the Inherited that got trashed. We head to Quartz, which takes out our Bloomlord. Not to worry though, we've got the memory boost. We Digivolve into the Lilamon for 2 with the reduced cost of the Lilamon, or the Lalamon, sorry. Play out another Yoshi effect, go into Hydra and bottom deck. The Tripmon, we could have Yoshi there as well. I need to get into the habit of actually using that card's effect. Digivolve into Soundbirdmon. And play out Psychmon, Digicrossing, and Astamon, I believe that was. Digivolves into Arrestor for 1. Gains Rush, but Digivolves into Astamon, and then into Quartz. So Quartz is going to tap everything down, and he's going to gain 3 memory. Thankfully we still have the Hydra on board, so all we have to do is tap down the Quartz to out it. Shouldn't be too hard. I think that Lilamon was supposed to cost 1 there, but I don't think it really matters too much in the end. Tap down the Quartz with the Rosemon, then we go into Burst, so his board is effectively still Quartz next turn. Then we play out the Yoshino to pass the turn, bottom deck the Quartz, and then the Burst Evolve. Goes into Damimon, top decks the Tagaru, which would have been good, and then reveals a U, which not even the U that he wanted, but he gets it, and then he just concedes. And that's game.